We're going to begin part 4 with the Illustrator file we exported from Rhino open in Illustrator, and I'm going to break this up into two parts. The first will just focus on introducing you to the Illustrator interface, how you set up your workspace and how you move around using the hand tool, the zoom tool, and the selection tool. Also how you adjust your artboard, how you turn on and use smart guides and rulers, and then I'll briefly introduce you to the layers panel. And then in part 2, we'll go over how you adjust your line weights and how you manipulate paths and how you save your work. To begin, Illustrator is a vector-based software program. That means it can be scaled indefinitely without losing quality, unlike Photoshop, which is pixel-based. If you go to the right-hand corner, you'll see we are in the Essentials workspace. If you click here, it will show you some other default workspaces you can access. We'll just stay in Essentials for now. Also, as you become more familiar with Illustrator, you can set up and manage your own workspace and save that for how you like everything laid out. But in Essentials, you'll see we have on the left-hand side our toolbar. Over here are the properties panels. So we have properties, layers, libraries. To begin moving around, if you use the wheel on your mouse and scroll, you'll pan vertically. If you hit Control and scroll, you'll pan horizontally left to right. If you hit Alt and scroll, you zoom in and out. You can also access the zoom tool by hitting Z on your keyboard. In using Illustrator, it's really helpful to learn to use keyboard shortcuts. So with the magnifying icon with the plus sign, if you click, you'll zoom in. If you click Alt, you'll zoom out. If you click and drag right, you'll zoom in. And if you click and drag left, you'll zoom out. Let's hit H to access the hand tool. You can also access the hand tool from your toolbar where the magnifying glass just was. By clicking and holding, you can see that it expands. So using the hand tool, if you click, hold, you can move around your artboard. Let's zoom out really quick. You'll see that this white rectangle, that's your artboard. And then this gray area surrounding that, that's the drawing area. If we zoom in a little bit, hit V to access your selection tool. That is also the top tool, the arrow on your toolbar. If you click and drag over the line work that we brought in from Rhino, you can move it and you'll see it can't go past this boundary. That pops up. But you can bring it off your artboard. So I'll just hit Control Z to undo that movement and then zoom back in. Let's adjust the artboard now. So we'll go under, first we'll click, because right now we have our line work selected. Just click anywhere on the artboard to bring up this properties panel. Go under preferences, units, and we'll change the general units to inches, but we'll keep the stroke and type as points. Click OK. Go under edit artboards, and then say we want to create a drawing that for like a pinup, and so you need to print it on an 11 by 17 sheet of paper in landscape view. Let's type in 11, 17. Right now you'll see it's in portrait. To change it to landscape, you can just click this. Perfect. Now I'll click the selection tool and I will move this text off our artboard. Let's select our line mark and then bring it to the center of the page. You can see these pink lines I have. I have my smart guides turned on, and you can see very fine in the center it says center, meaning this is centered on the artboard. To make sure this is turned on, go under View, Smart Guides, or Control U, and then let's also turn on our rulers. Click Show Rulers. If you zoom in, you can see on the left uppermost corner, it's at the origin point of the X and Y axis. If you click and drag on the ruler, you can make your own guides too. And these guides will be located under the Layers tab. And you can see here we actually have our layers that we created in Rhino. And it looks like this black square means this guide that we have selected, that's where it's located. So let's expand this and you can see 3 sublayers were created. If you wanted to lock this layer so that you couldn't move this guide around when working on your workspace, you can just go right here next to the eye icon, click, and that will lock it. The eye icon makes the layers visible. But we will not need these going forward, so we'll just go ahead and delete them. All right, and we'll jump over to part 2 of this video.